y'all took a picture with your boyfriend, posted it, hashtags and everything, and all you do is type. Okay. Alright. I see you. So what's up, y'all? Before we get into this video, I just want to show y'all my favorite freaking perfume. Y'all probably seen me work with this company so many times, and so that's Dossier perfume. And so today they sent me their Floriental vanilla scent. So the notes in that scent are mandarin, pear, pink pepper, licorice, jasmine, orange blossom, cedarwood, patchouli, vanilla, and coffee. Is that weird that my favorite part of that scent was coffee? Basically, this scent is inspired by the YSL Black Opium Eau de Perfume. I think I said it right. But yeah, so basically all of their perfumes are inspired by, you know, another perfume. So I know on here they have like the inspiration that was like inspired by like Mugler's Alien. They have like perfumes that are inspired by Ariana Grande's line, except they make sure all of their perfumes are vegan and cruelty free. So with that being said, y'all already know I love helping the environment and smelling good. And this just gives exactly what it's supposed to give. And so I encourage y'all to go look at the link in my description box and check out Dossier perfume. Remember, this is Floriental vanilla. I will have a discount code down in the description box down below, and so feel free to check them out and get you some perfume. Now let's get into this video. Alright, so welcome to part 2, everybody, of how I almost got beat up over somebody else's boyfriend. But anyways, y'all, thank y'all for coming back. I did not think y'all was going to enjoy that story that much, but obviously it was a good story. So, of course, as I said, this is part 2 because y'all literally, y'all like that thing. I'm about to say 500. I think it's like at 1,000 likes now. So, period. Thank you for that. But without further ado, we're just gonna go ahead and get into the story time. Make sure if you haven't already, follow my Instagram. It's gonna be at the bottom of the screen and in the description box down below. And make sure you turn on those post notifications, hit that bell so you know when I upload a video. Okay, let's get into it. But you already know, still got my notes, can't miss out on any details. I want to say we left off at like summer break, and so basically at this point it is summer break, and you know, they're dating. They started dating probably, I don't know, I would say they probably started dating like either, what month does school end? June? Wait, no. April? Oh, yeah. So they probably started dating like April or May, right? So, summer break. Here it is. And of course, this is high school. So, you know, in high school, literally, this is when you realize majority of your friendships, like I'm talking like 90% of your friendships only exist because y'all see each other 5 times a week. I kid you not. So, if you're in high school, you'll realize that soon. But yeah, so not much really went on during that summer break because of course I didn't have to see them, didn't really, you know, talk to either one of them. But of course I still had my spam page and she still had hers, so for some odd reason she would always, you know, she still was throwing shade over the summer, y'all. That's the sad part about it. I'm not even in your life and you're still throwing shade at me over the summer. That, and she would like go and post like over the top things that nobody asked for about him. So for example, if she was at his house, like, you know, she finna zoom in and post a picture of his leg or something like that. Then I remember specifically one day she posted like it was like a little post where it's like 5 things I love about my boo, or 5 things I love about my boyfriend. So she posted like a video of him, then put 5 things, or matter of fact, no, I think it was just 5 things about my boyfriend, not 5 things I love. But so she put his birthday. Oh, this is gonna be so, ooh. Basically she put, so first of all, his birthday is on Christmas. He's tall, he got big feet, he's funny, and he got a, oop, I'm not gonna say that one because there's people on here. Basically she was finna say he got a, you know, which nobody, like, why is that our business? Why is that our business? And then to add on, y'all, so over the course of this saga, I slowly started to realize why they were meant to be together. And it was because they were both messy, y'all. And so let me tell y'all a little funny thing. It was funny when we were friends, and then afterwards it was just like, ugh. And so basically, like I told you before, what was his name? Rey Mysterio? Because he's mysterious. So he was very like low key, to the point where unless he tells you something, you're not gonna know about it, because he didn't really have social media. Actually, he did have social media, but he actually put me on to these what was it called? It's like some type of third-party software or something that you can actually put on your phone, and you know, God forbid to put some virus on there. But basically, he put me onto it, and the one I used was for Spotify Premium. So I didn't want to pay for it. So I used this one, and like basically it lets you skip, you ain't had no ads, none of that. And so it was other stuff on there like Twitter Plus, like Snapchat, Instagram, stuff like that. And so basically the Snapchat one was where you could get on Snapchat, watch people's stories, open people's messages, like not, you know, their messages, but if somebody texts you, you can open their messages and it won't show them that you read it. So literally, when I tell y'all, when I discovered he had that on his phone, I thought it was so weird, only because it's like, dang, so you probably be watching my story and watching everybody else's story, and it don't even, like, it won't show, like, you know, on Instagram it'll show this person viewed your story, blah blah, it won't show. You can watch it as many times as you want, it will not show. And so yeah, so he had like all them little apps or whatever, right? So he did have social media, but like he was just very incognito with it. Like it was weird. But anyways, so you know, we'll text or whatever, and I remember specifically that we was talking about birthdays. And this is why I think, you know, I used to be very, very into like astrology and just all that stuff, y'all, and I just honestly had to move on from that. But literally, y'all, this is why. This is one of the main reasons, and I laugh just thinking about it. So you know how nowadays, like, people will be like, oh yeah, you know, me and my ex broke up because he was a Gemini. Oh yeah, I make really good friends with Aquarius, or blah blah. I used to say that a lot. I used to be like, yeah, you know, for some odd reason, I'm, you know, always attracted to Aquarius and Aries, like, as friends. Like, we're always good friends. But I feel like that may have something to do more so just with the individual and who they are than what they was born on. So literally, and literally, this boy told me, and obviously his girlfriend, that his birthday was on Christmas. So now in my mind, like, I feel like in my mind, you and me both putting together, oh yeah, he a Capricorn, that's why he had like this, that's why he works so hard at basketball, you know, that's why he's so chill and laid back, don't really do too much talking, blah 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 blah. And I thought it was so funny. It was just all making sense in my head, but at the same time it was not making sense, because guess what, he was joking but never told anybody it was a joke. So December 25th comes, I tell him happy birthday, then he pulled me aside like at a basketball game after that, probably like on January 2nd, like, hey, yeah, I saw your birthday text. It's not my birthday. My birthday is actually November, blah 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 blah. And I thought this was very, very funny when I saw her post it saying, yeah, his birthday is December 25th, because I'm like, girl, he didn't tell you. That is not his birthday. And so yeah, that definitely was not his birthday, and he definitely was not a Capricorn. He was a Sagittarius, which made matters worse. But anyways, y'all, and with that being said, that's why I just stopped with the generalizations and just all the astrology stuff. That, and I don't think it was good for me spiritually and where I want to go on my journey with God. So yeah, save that for another video. But anyways, so basically at this point, school didn't started back, and y'all, so like I said in the last video, when they started dating, he started picking her up from home every morning to take her to school and taking her home, because she didn't have a car, which is fine, because everybody family can't afford a car, and also everybody cannot pass that driver's test. It took me 3 times personally. Like, at some point, once you fail the first 2, they were like, okay, come back in 2 weeks. And honestly, I may have just passed out of pity, because I ran a whole stop sign on my test. So we're not even gonna get into that. But yeah, so basically, you know, he was her bus driver, and you know, he would pick her up, drop her off, whatever. So they would show up at the same time, and you know, so now mind you, like I said in the last part, we would show up at the same time to school every day and walk into school together, or you know, leave and, you know, talk outside or whatever. Nothing really changed, except for the fact that now we're still showing up at the same time. It's just that she's there. Meaning, you know, first of all, I'm not gonna walk with you. So at that point, like, after he got with her, like, me and him, like, at this point we're not even friends. So no, like, no, we not all three finna walk to class, none of that. So yeah, so they would walk and I would actually wait for them to walk past to get out of my car, because I'm not finna walk with y'all. What do I look like? This is not a throuple. Like, what is going on? No. Now hear me out. I feel like I was an undeserving threat to the relationship. Undeserving in the sense that I did not deserve to be a threat due to the fact that, one, I didn't want your man. Two, I don't have no problem with you. So with that being said, I don't feel like I deserve to be considered a threat to the extent that I was. But I was, and hey, what can I say? So boom, me and him, we ended up actually having first period together, and to make matters worse, he sat next to me. So of course, mind you, I didn't say a word to him. I didn't talk to him like at all. Probably in all 2 semesters, we probably shared a couple hey, you know, what's the assignment, you know, what's the homework, how do you do this, how do you do that, and then if we had a group project in class, that was that. But other than that, wasn't no kiki, wasn't no haha, wasn't no hey, how you doing, nothing. And that was probably the quietest I had been, like, in all of my classes. And I'm the type of person where legit, like, being quiet is a punishment for me. If I have to be quiet, like, I'm finna leave the class, my throat is going to be cracking because I like to have a good time. I like to participate in class. So y'all, that was terrible for me. Not to add on, I had no clue what I was doing in that class. So maybe that's why I was so quiet, because I didn't know nothing anyways. And so slowly, you know, as the year progressed on, I kind of started getting the vibes and just getting the hint that he actually enjoyed seeing his girlfriend stressed out. And so this why. So tell me why. One day I'm leaving school, and before basketball season, like, they would have, like, you know, just, you know, little shoot around practices ahead of the season. Like, if nobody's in the gym, then they'll host a little tiny practice or whatever, just to kind of get people ready, right? If you're already on the team, not tryouts. So I'm heading in, and so I'm headed to my car, and so I see him and one of his other teammates or whatever. They're like coming the opposite direction. So I'm walking here towards my car, and they're coming this way. And so at that time, our school was going under some type of construction, so they had like trailers everywhere. So there was like a trailer I parked basically behind the trailer. So I'm walking, there's a little trailer right here, and then his car is like on the other side of the trailer, meaning if you're at his car and you're walking and somebody's walking past the trailer, you can't see them until they pass the trailer. So that's where we was at. So we're walking, and at this point I'm already knowing, like, nope, he's messy, his girlfriend's crazy. I'm not finna say anything. So I'm walking, and I was literally finna get on my phone, like I didn't see anything. And as I'm walking by, that's when he's like, oh, so you're not gonna say hey? And I'm like, for what? And he was just like, hey, how are you? You know, we haven't talked in a minute. And I was just like, and I just walked to my car, and that was that, y'all. Because I'm not finna play with your little games, okay? I'm not finna do that, because let me tell y'all what happened shortly after that. So basically, you know, I go home, and that was that. I get on Instagram, right? And it's always a social media. It's always a social media for me. So I go home, get on Instagram. Why do I get on there? And I'm scrolling down my little spam page, because I always used to be on the spam page. Like, I was never really on my main, because my main used to be boring. So yeah, so I'm scrolling down, and basically, oh girl posted a picture of like his dashboard, and was just like, y'all, guess what Rey Mysterio just came to the car and told me? Like, guess who tried to say hey to him? Or matter of fact, Rey Mysterio came to the car and basically was saying, hey, guess who said hey to me today? Now mind you, I'm looking like, first of all, that is so messy, like, on both sides, because you said hey to me. I didn't say anything. So I'm just looking like, first of all, now he ran back to the car telling some who said hey to me, which kind of gave me the vibes like, okay, yes, he likes mess, and he liked to see his girlfriend stressed. Like, that is so, no, not at all. So of course I'm low-key mad I did not have a witness, because it's just like, dang, like, ugh. And I feel like one main reason was, in high school, I tell y'all, I probably had about 3 friends. And there are a couple reasons for that. one, like, high school is just very, very fake, and so you really just gotta watch who you surround yourself by, because I don't want to be friends with somebody who, like, is kiki and haha and in people's faces that don't like me. And of course, it wasn't many people that don't like me except for this girl and her friends, so that's really nothing to stress about. But then at the same time, in high school, I did notice that a lot of people who had a lot of friends for defense purposes, just in case they got into it with somebody, so that them and all their friends can, you know, get on them. I'm confident in the fact that I can fight and that I can handle myself. So with that being said, I don't need no just in case type friends. Now, I wish I would have had a just in case type friend in that parking lot that day so I can have a witness, because so at this point, y'all can kind of imagine how this school year went for me. And I feel like it was so irritating on my part, because I'm not used to having beef or any type of unresolved beef. It's either we gonna hash it out, we gonna talk, whatever, or we're gonna fight. Simple as that. But at this point, I just kind of felt like she was dragging it. I felt like she was dragging it only because it's like, dang, like, you literally spend time, you dedicate time throughout your day to talk about me on the internet, but we legit still have a class together where you say nothing at all. And so it was really just sending me and my homegirls, because it's like, dang, like, so it's to the point where occasionally he would probably, you know, text me about our drama or whatever, like, you know, she may put him up to it or something, but he would occasionally text me like, yeah, you know, it's so dumb, you know, I don't know why, you know, she may be insecure about something in our relationship, but, you know, I'm gonna just have to work with her and help her be able to trust me that I would never, you know, do her wrong, blah, blah, blah. And of course, I'm just like, you do what you gotta do, okay? And so he's telling me like, oh yeah, well, you know, I don't really know why she has a problem with you, because like, she asked me about me and you, and she asked me about you or whatever, and I just told her that we were really close friends, and that, you know, that was basically it, that we were really close friends. And yeah. And so in my mind, I'm like, mind you, he's messy, so in my mind we was really close friends. But if we been honest, in your mind you was giving me your last name, so technically he lied to her. But in a sense, I'm like, I don't think that's what he told her, because it's like, if he had told her the truth, she would legit have no reason to fear me, feel insecure, have a problem with me, none of that at all. And so I definitely feel like he did lie to her, and tell her some stuff that was not true. And yeah. And to add on to this, y'all, I was blocked. When I tell y'all, blocked on everything, like that streak we had on Snapchat, done. You follow me on Instagram, done. Girl, I was blocked on Twitter. I don't even use Twitter, but I was definitely blocked on Twitter, y'all. And I was just like, dang, like, what did I do to this girl? Like, I was a threat. I was endangering their relationship, y'all. They, like, I was a threat. Ooh, and you know what, y'all? It's so crazy, because it made me think of this song. I was listening to Toni Braxton the other day, and she got that song, He Wasn't Man Enough for Me. Hold on, let me play a clip for y'all, because I was like, wow, like, this is legit my story time. Hold on, I'm gonna do parts and parts so I don't get copyright though. I think he's just a man for you, but you married him. Do you know he begged to stay? Anyways, hopefully my copyright avoidance is not too choppy, but I'm gonna read y'all the lyrics, y'all, because when I heard this song, I was like, oh wait a minute, Toni, you done did something with this one. So basically, she said, I'm trying so hard not to sing it. Who do you think I am? Don't you know that he was my man? He was not my man, but he wanted to be. But I chose to let him go, and did. Looking at me like I'm hurt too, when I'm the one who said I didn't want it to work. Can I get an amen? And then next up, she said, what are you thinking? Did you know about us back then? Wasn't much to know, But did you know the truth? First of all. Then, do you know I dumped your husband? Girlfriend. I'm not thinking about him. But you married him. Do you know I made him leave? Do you know he begged to stay with me? He wasn't man enough for me. Oh wait, this one's good too. Listen, girl. Didn't he tell you the truth? If not, then why don't you ask him? Then maybe you can be more into him instead of worrying about me. And I ain't even gonna get into the rest of it because I'm gonna get Tony this promo. You go watch the song. I watched the song. You go listen to the song because y'all gonna bust out laughing the same way I did. But literally, that song, if y'all don't want to watch the rest of the story time, that song is it. Okay? Just go watch that song and call it a day. But anyways, so yeah, that was it. And in my mind, I'm like, literally, I kid you not. If this girl was told the truth beforehand, she wouldn't have no reason to be mad at me. Because I did, literally, all I did was cut him loose. I cut him loose, and then he ran to you. And so with that being said, why would you be mad at me for that? We should be friends. I put you on. So at this point, this was probably like legit the worst couple months I had in high school. Because I kid y'all not, her and her friends was borderline trying to cyberbully me on the internet. But you know what? Borderline, because I wasn't going for it. And second, I just feel like the fact that I knew that she would literally do nothing just gave me some type of comfort, because the internet is the internet. You can type all day. And that's the crazy thing. People will sit here like, I can literally type LMAO like this. And I do it all day. And so with that being said, no ma'am, it was not finna fly with me. And I just really couldn't pay her no mind because it wasn't worth it. It was not. And so this is kind of where stuff started to really kind of escalate. Like y'all know from part 1, I was the manager of the basketball team. And so basketball season was getting ready to start. Now mind y'all, I'm on the team bus on the way to the game. You're in the Uber on the way to the game. I'm just playing, y'all. She was on a girls basketball team. She wasn't really good, but she had a ride to the game, so that's good. Now, I stood on the fact that I wanted nothing to do with this boy, and I was not like talking to him after the first situation. But what made it worse is the fact that majority of the team plus other managers kind of knew how close we was beforehand. So it was like it was a hot mess. And so when we would go get food and whatnot, like if we were going on a far game or whatever, we would stop, the whole team would stop at like Chick-fil-A or McDonald's or whatever, and we'll get some food. And so it would be jokes like, yeah, Jania, Rey Mysterio wants you to sit by him. Jania, Rey Mysterio said you look pretty today. Jania, Rey Mysterio wants to talk to you, blah blah blah. Like, what? And mind you, I don't pay no mind, because I'm like, you can joke all day, because as we can see, your girlfriend, she love you too much. She ain't gonna say nothing to you. But at the same time, she ain't gonna say nothing to me either. So no. And so at this point, she was very like, since the beginning, she was very, very, very non-confrontational. So if she wanted anything to be known to me, she put it on that little page. How you feeling today? Put it on that little page. He looked at me, put it on that little page. Oh, I feel like she said something, put it on that little page. Oh, I feel like she getting a little too comfortable, put it on that little page. And it was so funny because literally as the season progressed, of course we would have very far games, and like not all the time did the boys and the girls play the same teams. So if we're going far or whatever, me and all my friends, like, we love taking pictures. So we will always take pictures of like when the game is getting ready to start, take a picture of the score, like all kinds of stuff. So if I took a little snap or whatever, and he just so happened to be in the snap frenzy, going crazy, it's done. So literally, I kid you not, anytime I posted something, posted a picture or whatever, she get on Instagram, she get on Twitter, oh, these girls are getting too comfortable. And now mind y'all, before they started dating, he used to call me his bestie. So one main point of when I realized sis was talking about me, because she would post a lot of posts like, oh yeah, nah, my boyfriend can't have no best friend, like, no, these girls be getting too comfortable, like, you're not his best friend, blah 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 blah. Girl, talk to him. So that was her little pattern, and at some point I just kind of became immune to it. I wasn't paying no attention. I was actually expecting it after some point. Like, it started becoming fun to me. It started becoming very fun to me, and I think that's where stuff started to get a little dangerous. So basically, you know, season went on, and we actually had a very good team this year. So we went we made it all the way to the finals. And so we get to the semifinal game, and sometimes like we would have to do different tasks or whatever. And so this game, I had to film the game, meaning I'm up at the top of the freaking arena or whatever, filming, turning the camera, making sure I get every angle, every shot, right? So tell me why. The games were very, very close. That was one thing about this team. Like, literally every game we had was close. I did not think we was gonna make it this far, because it seemed like we just couldn't win by more than 10 points. We was winning by 2, 3, 1. Like, it was scary. So we had this game or whatever, semifinals. If we win this game, we going, you know, to the state championship, the finals. So when I tell y'all, we won by a buzzer beater, y'all. A buzzer beater. So the clock ticking down, I'm up here recording, but at the same time I'm trying to watch the game, because it's different like watching with your own eyes and watching through a camera. Anybody can watch through a camera, so I'm trying to, you know, look and see at the same time, and I'm getting nervous. I'm sitting up there on a little bar stool or whatever. And so basically Rey Mysterio, he got the ball, so he dribbling, somebody throw him the ball, then he shoot it with a couple seconds left. It went in, y'all, and we won by 1 point. And I kid you not, when I saw that ball go in, I legit fell out of my chair and missed the shot on camera. And I told my coach after the game was over, I said, listen, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I didn't get that shot. I fell out of my chair. And the other camera dude was just looking at me like, what is wrong with her? But yeah, I fell out of my chair. And it was a very exciting game, right? So whatever. So we end up going home, like getting on the bus, going home. And once we get back to the school, me and Rey Mysterio, like, we took a picture together after the game, because like everybody's like, we're like excited, we're like, oh my goodness, like we finna go to the state championship. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna take a picture with you, we're gonna have a little keepsake, you know, just in case we actually win. And this is literally like legit gonna be a memory. Like, if that girl, come on, let me take a picture. So we took a little picture, and he was like smiling in the picture or whatever, I was smiling in the picture. That was that. Like, legit, we said, all right, bye. Simple as that. And honestly, I feel like we was both kind of like just feeling the thrill of the fact that we won a game. Everybody was in a good mood. Like, we all taking pictures, like, call it a day, whatever, boom, blow. So of course, you know, everybody, like literally everybody, I kid you not, is posting, you know, his video making a shot, pictures of him saying, wow, like, congratulations. So I post our little picture together, and I put, you know, hashtag whatever his number was, like, period, y'all, we going to state finals, like, yay. Sis was probably throwing up crying when I posted that picture, y'all. I just know it. I just know, because when I tell you, like, I probably ain't even log in that night, because I already knew. I didn't even log in, but I actually got so many views on it. I knew it was getting sent around. I knew it. I just knew it, because but I ain't even gonna lie either. Like, I personally feel like he could have said no. He could have said like, nah, I'm good, and that would have been that. Because honestly, if you know that me, like, my existence makes your girlfriend feel away, why are you taking a picture with me? Like, if my boyfriend was taking a picture with the enemy, oh no, it's a problem. It's a huge issue. Like, what are you doing? We don't play that. But obviously, something wasn't right. Something in the dynamic was not right. And so, like I said, he enjoyed stirring the pot. He enjoyed making this girl mad. He did. And she enjoyed not talking to him about it, and just instead trying to come cuss me out. But not actually coming to cuss me out, but posting, acting like she wants to cuss me out, and, you know, not saying anything. But honestly, not even gonna lie, it was fair game at this point, because not you gonna throw shade all year and then get mad when I get a tiny bit of dirt on my hands. Like, ma'am, don't throw it if you can't catch it when I throw it back to you, because that don't even make no sense at this point. And so basically we ended up going to the state finals, and I feel like this was probably the climax for this saga, only because after all this happened, it was finally over, and we was all just relieved. Well, I know I was. I don't know about her, but yeah. So we get there. That game was honestly disappointing. Like, I feel like the refs personally did us dirty. We had so much potential, but like the refs like literally was calling foul after foul after foul after foul. So it was not even a close game when it ended. We probably lost about more than 10 points probably. And so yeah, and at the end of the game, that's the last game, and a lot of them was seniors, so that was their last game period in high school. And then me and the other managers, like, we like, dang, like, we know we ain't gonna make it back next year. Like, who gonna take us to the state finals? Nobody. So we was all mad, and like, and literally we was all crying our way to the bus. And so we walking, I'm having, like, I had to pick up all the water bottles, towels, or whatever. So I'm walking, and I see Rey Mysterio. He's like lagging behind everybody, like everybody out the door. He's still walking all slow, crying or whatever. And I was kind of feeling bad. I'm like, oh, like, you know, I'm like, oh, you know, like, it's okay. Like, you did a really good game, blah, blah, blah. And so, you know, I hold the door open for him so, like, he can walk out or whatever. And so we just walk, and I'm telling him, like, yeah, you had a really good game. Yeah, it's okay, because y'all gonna all get to college and, you know, do very good, blah, blah. That was literally all I said. I ain't rub his back, pat his back, nothing. I'm talking. Saying words. I held the door. Literally, we get halfway to the bus, and so, like, the way it was set up, it was a pretty big arena because this was the state championship. So it was like a player team entrance, and then it was like the main entrance. So the main entrance slash exit was across, like, the arena. So basically the audience and stuff, like, if any parents or students wanted to come, like, cheer them back onto the bus, they had to leave ahead of time and walk around. So that's what they did. So when we were leaving, it was basically an audience standing outside the stadium in front of the bus. So we walk into the bus, and I kid you not, we're halfway to the bus, and here come this girl. She see me walking. She's like, oh, and so she run up, start rubbing, patting his back. I'm looking at him. Me and my friends looking like, girl, okay, go get your man. Like, okay, sweetheart, thank you. So we get on the bus. Mind you, that was all that was said. Simple as that. And so as we get on the bus, my friends was like telling me, like, yeah, girl, apparently, like, when you was walking over here and she saw, they saw that you walked out the door at the same time as him, her friends were looking like, oh, no, girl, you need to go get your man. Like, look who over there. Go get him. And so that's why she ran up like that to go get her man, and then he got right back on the bus. So, yeah. And so, y'all, this was like literally comedy. This what happened. So basically, we on the bus, and probably after about 10 minutes of all of us crying like some little babies, I decide to get on Twitter. Huge mistake. And so I get on Twitter, and I kid you not, this girl was mad. She was on fire. Like, I'm talking walking through the valley of the shadow of death engulfed in flames. She was so mad, and it was so crazy because girl, you would have thought we was gonna fight the next day, but she didn't say nothing. We didn't. And that's why I really didn't pay it too much mind, because I'm like, oh, like, I was really hoping that one day this girl would say something to me and we could really just fight it out, because nobody's dumb enough to continue to start mess and egg on drama after getting beat up. And I knew that for a fact, but obviously I think she just liked to kind of feel like she had some type of competition, because in all honesty, like I said before, he was not like a looker. He was just not like a looker. This is not Troy Bolton. This is not freaking Michael B. Jordan. This is Forrest Whitaker. Samuel L. Jackson, who is my favorite actor, but he's not a looker. Meaning, you don't have too many girls to compete with, which is why I feel like she tried to hold me on like so long, although we were not competing, being that you're not in competition with me and I don't want him. So make it make sense. And so literally, like, when she was doing it on Twitter, I probably made one tweet and called her today, because at this point she was not doing much throughout this entire saga besides tapping on her little keyboard. And in all honesty, I feel like I was really trying her gangster throughout this whole time, because how is it that I took a picture with your boyfriend, posted it, hashtags and everything, and comforted him in his time of need, and all you do is type, okay, all right, I see you. And so in all honesty, like, at this point I was just so happy, like, that the season was over, only because that meant I didn't have to see him or see her. Now, of course, I did, you know, see him for 50 minutes a day in class, but honey, that's class. I really do not care. Like, I did not care. And so at that point, I feel like the beef, like, just slowly died, because of course at the end of that year they graduated, and when I tell y'all, I was so I could never be happier for anybody else to graduate. But yeah, so they graduated, and I really did not have to deal with them too much after that. Not too sure if she continued to throw shots at me, because one, at that point, I was in a whole relationship at that point, so I definitely was not concerned. Two, I ended up just unfollowing her on everything because, ma'am, she was a little, I don't know, I just feel like people like that are the ones who will watch your page and keep tabs on you to make sure you're not doing what they think you're doing, or to make sure you're not really, And so I really wasn't too much worried about that after they left. Honestly, where both of them are now, I know she ended up doing something in the military, and he went to some school. I think it was like a smaller school or whatever. But that was that, and I was just so happy for it to be over, because at the end of the day, I just feel like this is mess. Like, when I tell y'all, this literally lasted for about a year and a half. A year and a half. Was he worth a year and a half? No. But anyways, y'all, that's the little part 2 of this story. I would just say, I'm personally gonna say, on my part, it ended at basketball season, but in her mind, it probably went a whole lot further than that. She probably still thinking about me, so we're just gonna leave it at that. But anyways, y'all, let me know what y'all thought about this part 2. I feel like part 1 was so much better than part 2, only because part 2 in both this story and in the during part 2 was just, I feel like it was just drug out. Like, it was unnecessary, and it just did not, it didn't have a place in my life. So with that being said, y'all let me know what y'all thought about this story time. Make sure if y'all have any video ideas or any videos that y'all would like to see from me in the future, comment them down below. And don't forget to follow my Instagram at the bottom of the screen and in the description box down below. And you already know, smack that subscribe button down below. And I will see y'all on my next video.